Welcome to the next episode of our Holland America Noordam Asia vlog series. In this episode we arrive in Laem Chabang, we visit a part of Thailand we've never been to before and have a very painful experience. There's more dining options and we get some destination immersion Holland America style.
Good morning from Laem Chabang.
Shebang, shebang, ooh now baby how she moves. We have to say we've been very, very fortunate in our lives to visit some incredibly beautiful places. And can we just say, I want you to possibly hold your breath and sit down as we show you the beautiful port of Laem Chabang.
Industrial port in Bangkok, not in Bangkok, in Thailand, which is basically the gateway to Bangkok. So it's just tankers and industrial stuff going on, which is quite fascinating seeing them all load up.
She said tankers.
I did say tankers. But let's go back inside where it's a little bit quieter so we can talk about what we've got planned for today. So, yes. So we're on mainland Thailand. Yesterday we were in Koh Samui, which is an island, and today we're obviously on the mainland. We've been to Bangkok quite a few times because, as you know, we've travelled to Thailand. So a lot of people are getting ready to do overnights, like Dan and Tony are off to Kanchanaburi, aren't they, to River Kwai, and lots of people are going to Bangkok. Our decision for this trip was to go to a place called Pattaya, which is known to be a bit of a party place, and it's supposed to have quite a nice beach, but an area that we've never been to.
No.
So we're heading off to get on our excursion. We're going to grab a little bit of breakfast. Paulie was up at 6 a.m. again.
2 days running.
Yes. So we've got the app, the navigator app that Holland America got is fantastic, isn't it, Paulie? For so many things. And in there you have a wallet where you find all your excursions that are loaded as soon as you book them. So you don't have to worry about finding paperwork or anything like that, which is really good.
How are you coping with not having paperwork?
Well, it's a bit weird because I do like paper, I know, but it's worked well so far. If you think you're coming to Laem Chabang and you could do your own thing, it's very, you can, but it's not easy.
What I will say is the two ports, we love this itinerary, but the two Thai ports doesn't show Thailand in its best light.
No.
And that is the biggest understatement of the century, because Naton in Koh Samui is, like we said in our previous report, isn't the most picturesque because it's the commercial centre of Koh Samui. There are some absolutely stunning areas.
Which you could have gone on a tour in the island.
You could have gone on a tour, but you were very limited on time.
Yeah.
And coming into, I know it's sort of the ends justifying the means, coming into Laem Chabang is easily the most depressing port we've ever docked at. I don't think there's any doubt in that. It is. Yeah. Now I'm going to say something random. There's a film, now this is the stupidest thing ever. I remember an action film. I think Arnold Schwarzenegger was in it. But at the end of the film, there was this thing where they were playing, like, you know, the shell game where you try to find out where the ball's in the shell. Where they were doing that, but with containers with these giant cranes, and they were hiding behind it. And I can't remember what that film is. And googling what I've just told you would be no good whatsoever. Well, I'll bet you somebody on there would know the film I'm talking about.
Let us know in the comments.
Can you put it in the comments what it was and put me out of my misery? But that's what this port is like.
It is. There is, as you go into the cruise terminal, where you go through obviously the security area, there are some shopping opportunities, so you can pick up some souvenirs and you can have a massage, but the prices are really steep. You can get a massage in Thailand for 300 baht. So what's that?
300 baht is $8-ish, $9-ish pounds.
Yeah, so £110.
$10, $11.
Yeah, in the port they were wanted between $17 and $20, which isn't expensive when it comes to when you pay on the ship or what we pay for at home. However, it is, in Thailand terms, it's expensive.
Double the price.
But it is a little shopping area, so if you want to pick up some souvenirs and didn't want to go off and do an excursion, then at least you can get off and actually see. Let's go on an excursion that gives us an orientation, so a tour basically of Pattaya, and included a traditional Thai massage. Now, we've had lots of different massages in the past. We've had oil and stones and all that sort of stuff, but never a Thai traditional one. So we thought, well, that's something different. It wasn't that expensive, so we thought, let's do it. It was steep. Morning.
Morning. Enjoy the tour.
Cheers. So we're off on our tour. We're number 14 and we're off to Pattaya.
We are.
So let's go and find our coach. Very organised in the theatre, isn't it, Pauline?
Yes, it's very good.
They've got on a big screen your tour and it tells you to sit or to depart. So it's quite clear, which is nice to see.
Yes! Honeymooners, come on! Yes!
So we're on the bus. At the back of the bus because we're naughty.
So the naughty kids are going to start smoking and swearing and spitting as soon as we set off.
Yeah, so nice clean bus, isn't it, Pauline?
It's lovely.
A nice smiley Thai people.
Yes.
Lovely.
Ting ting ting! Ting ting ting! Sawadika!
Swadika.
Why everyone know the word?
Yes.
From Samui, yeah? Women say Sawadika. Dika. For gentlemen say Sawadi krab. Sound like a crab. Sawadi krab. K-R-U-B. Sawadi krab for gentlemen. So when we say that, we brought the hand together and say Sawadika and bow your head like this. The driver today, Mr. E. Mr. E, driver. So we are going to Pattaya orientation and Thai massage. This position is gonna happen today, but I tell you, whatever she try to swing you, you're not against that. You just let it free. She put you to the right side, you're gonna go right. She put you to the left, gonna go left like that. This one gonna be happen. She gonna use this. Bow, bow. Yes.
Thoughts?
Thoughts. Pattaya. We saw Pattaya, bearing in mind we got there about 9:30 in the morning. Now nothing happens in Pattaya till about 10 o'clock at night, then it goes through to about 5 in the morning. So you're sort of seeing the aftermath of everything, but seeing stuff in the cold light of day, to say it was pretty grotty would have been an understatement.
Yeah.
Again, Pattaya, very commercialised area, but with big pockets of tourism.
Yeah.
So when you're driving down streets, it's all sort of, shops and garages and, all sort of normal commerce. And then you get to certain areas and it's all bars and restaurants and massage places and McDonald's. It's sort of, when you wish that things could have stayed how they were. I sound like an old fuddy-duddy now, but it's got to the point now where it's just got so commercialised you could be anywhere in the world. It's sort of lost its identity a bit in the tourist
Well, I think
areas.
Pattaya is basically party town.
Yeah.
If you want to come to Pattaya and you love partying until stupid o'clock in the morning, you can find anything you want that you would in a party area, if that's your thing. There's Walking Street and there's Soy 8, etc., which we seen, and it's just full of bars. So I guess if you want a really fun night out and want to delve into, I guess, the sort of the darker side of Thailand,
the underbelly,
then Pattaya is it. It's got a beachfront. Is it going to be lifted up with a really nice beach? Because there's some fantastic beaches in Thailand.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present you like the Pattaya beach this way. Oh. If you see the map, we are here. Start from here. Ding, go down there on your right hand side. That's the chair. I'm saying $2 chair. $1 coconut.
And sadly it wasn't. It was quite gritty. It was fine, but it was lots of beds on there. So it wasn't what we know of where you could go in and some of the beaches on Koh Samui, which are absolutely idyllic. So, you know, some people love it. Some people go there just to let loose for a week. Then I can see that it would meet a lot of people's needs.
Just thinking, if you looked in the dictionary and under the word unspoilt, it would be the opposite to that.
Yeah, but it is what it
yeah.
is. It all started as a party area, apparently in the war, wasn't it, with the GIs come over. Lots of girly bars and lots of that sort of entertainment.
But in the Vietnam War, not the First World
Yes,
War.
yes.
Yeah.
But yes,
in the 60s, yeah.
Exactly that. So it is what it is, and that's Pattaya. So Pattaya was everything that we thought it would be.
Yes.
So then it was time for our traditional 2-hour Thai massage, and we were a little bit worried about it.
Did you know it was going to be 2 hours?
No.
I had no clue.
It just said Thai traditional massage.
When we were on the bus, now with Thai massage, I have problems with my back. Carol had a little bit of problems with her back from working years ago, and I always avoid a Thai massage because a Thai massage is not. They don't put any oil on you or anything like that. It's basically like old school. Live from Kentish Town Hall, and it's like wrestling against giant haystacks, except it's a little tiny Thai lady that's doing it, and she bends and shapes you into all sorts of positions. And we thought, well, you know, it's only going to be an hour, how bad can it be? And then the lady on the bus, Grace, who was a fabulous guide incidentally, we forgot to mention Grace and Mystery.
No, we'll go into a bit more of that in a moment.
Said, and obviously you get your 2-hour massage, and we're thinking like, we get our what? Anyway, so we get to this place, and it's a proper top-of-the-shop, rooty-tooty, health spa place. It's not like a massage shop on the side of the road. It was called Healthland, I believe.
Yes, it was.
And there was all beautiful waterfalls outside. You go inside, and it was all very, very posh. And tons and tons of staff there. We got escorted in, you know, if you wanted a room, you know, there was a few solo travellers with us, so if you wanted a room on your own, you could have a room on your own, or if you were in a couple, it was all couples. So you still had a private room, but you were in couples. And then we got escorted, and then the funniest bit was they gave you these like pyjamas to put on, 2-piece pyjamas, which proved, I wish, Carol was in a state of undress, but I wish I'd have recorded it. Seeing Carol trying to put on a pair of these pyjama trousers, there was only 2 ways you could do it, and I think you tried about 8 different ways.
And the lady kept saying, no, and I'm thinking, what am I doing wrong? There's a tie that you do, you have to have that at the back.
Yeah.
And then but anyway.
Their English wasn't great,
no.
So it was a bit lost in translation, but it was hilarious. But anyway, once we were dressed, they took some pictures of us, and you can see, you know, we look like 2 rejects from Ninja Warrior UK.
Anyway.
But and then it's just a mattress on the floor.
Yeah.
And then they start on you. There was points in the massage where I'm thinking, this is wonderful, and then there was points in the massage where you're thinking, like, why do you hate me? Because honestly, I thought she was going to pull my arms and legs off at one point.
There was some difficult, yes. However, there was some very good stuff, and I did nod off a couple of times and do a bit of snort.
Yes, she did, because she snored.
But actually, the 2 hours went actually a lot quicker than we thought.
Yeah, it only seemed like 7 or 8 hours. I thought it was going to be 14.
But they did get us into some positions that I never even think we could do.
I still don't think we
No,
could.
I don't. And we are today feeling a little bit sort of, sore, are you?
Yeah, so I got a job to get out of bed.
I know. But anyway, we're glad we did it. Would we repeat it again?
No.
No, we wouldn't. We would go back to our oil massages and our hot stones and a nice foot massage. But I'm glad we did it, because it's something we can, we say that we've done.
Tick it off the list.
Exactly that. So our tour guide was a lady called Grace, and she was just lovely. She was just infectious with laughter. Thai people are very, very happy people. They smile a lot, don't they? And I think she was absolutely spot on as a guide.
Now, we found out something. When you meet Thai people, they've always got like a short name, and her name was Grace. But then she told us that when your parents name you, you've got a Thai name, which could be 47 letters long, but your parents will also give you what a nickname.
Yeah.
So her name was Grace. We've known lots of people, Boom and Knock and all these different names where they're just a short name, but they've normally got like a long Thai name as well. And she educated us with that, so that was quite cool.
It was.
And then she showed us the Thai alphabet, which I believe she said was 46 or 47 letters long.
It was 47.
So that was really cool. At the end of the tour, she asked us what our names was.
Yes.
And that is Carol's name
in Thai
letters. And I only got a little tiny one.
Oh, that's Paulie. Yeah, so it's lovely. She was an excellent tour guide, a very, very informative, telling us about all sorts with Thailand. And Mr. Ed, who was the what? Miss. Don't, not Mr. Ed, not Mr. Ed, Mr. E.
Yeah, our driver was a talking horse.
Mr. E was the coach driver, and he was lovely too. Oh my God! So from a tour point of view, up to that point after the Thai massage, it was great. And then there was a thing that people do on things that happen on tours, which really winds us up. There was no information given that we would then be taken to a souvenir. She said, we're taking you then to a souvenir shop, and we're like, okay, so this is where the big sale comes on. I'd rather, if they're going to take us somewhere, take us to a local market where we could spend our bat on the local people. But what we ended up going to was the largest jewellery store they reckoned in the world, and I don't want to go to a jewellery store. And so we were taken there. We could not go because we could not go in because it was, well, it would have been rude not to. But you got into this jewelry, pulled up, and we were thinking, oh God, I hope we're not here long. And it was actually quite an interesting part of the excursion, because you got into this jewellery store.
So all your griping was
well, no, I wish we hadn't stopped. However, as a stop goes, it had some interest, but not much. And we went in there, and then they sat you in like you were going on a ride on Disney World.
It was like the worst roller coaster in the world, but you sat on this thing and it was like a little tram, and it took you through a story. If you think of It's a Small World at Disney,
yes,
it was like a really rubbish version of that.
Yes,
but it did tell you about the gemstones that they mine and how they do the mining, how they used to do the mining. And
yes,
it takes
so
about
it was
15.
interesting.
So it was sort of interesting, but I'd have been happier if it had been going 300 miles an hour and there was a loop-the-loop.
Yes.
But you wouldn't have been.
No, exactly that. But anyway, so we did that, and then you had to just walk and meander all the way through the jewellery. I know why they do it. They're hoping for a sale, but they weren't going to get a sale from us, were they? So we walked through, and we just came out the other end, and then we just sat with a few other couples that felt the same, and we just sat waiting for the coach.
And then we jumped on Mr. Ed's back, and he cantered back to the ship.
Exactly that. So apart from that last bit of the jewellery store, the tour was actually good.
Yeah.
We found it very informative, and and we seen it served our purpose. We've seen Pattaya, and we had our massage. So back on board, and we were hungry by then because we hadn't had anything to eat. Well, a little wafer bar that Grace gave us.
Oh man, she gave us, and it was lovely. It was a lovely gesture.
There's one there, Paul.
She
Can I
gave
grab
us.
it?
Where's it?
In the hat.
She gave us this, which, to be fair, that's strawberry. They also did a coconut flavour one.
Yes.
When you bit into it, if you can imagine the driest thing on planet Earth, I'm trying to just like...
It's like when you do that. Have you ever done the Jacob's Cracker Challenge, where you can get as many Jacob's Crackers in your mouth, and they're so dry? It was like that.
It was like that.
Yeah.
It was the driest thing that I'd ever encountered. It was like trying to eat sand.
But anyway, she had some water as well.
She
so
had
that
some
was very
water to
helpful.
wash the sand down with. But then when we got back, we were hungry hippo. Yes, no puns, please. Yes, I know. And because of the timing, there was a few limited stations open in the buffet because of the time we got
This is
back.
about 2:30 now.
So we went on out where the Lido pool is, where dive-in burger.
Right then, on the Lido deck, you'll find the dive-in and also the lovely indoor pool with the retractable roof, as you can see here. And Paul has already been to the diving bar and got himself a burger.
I just created to make it look very photogenic.
But look at this place. You've got a lovely bar area here with fish seats, and it goes out into the pool there. So we're really, really loving this area on the ship. Fabulous.
So they're open right the way through till about 6. So I tried a different burger this time. I had that had a mountain of frazzling fried onions in, and it was a normal burger in a brioche bun, which was fabulous. And then because the chips are so good, I had a plain chips because they're like double fried and they've got like batter on them also. So I had one with cheese on and one normal one, and they are
Super.
the best fries on the planet.
I had a nude burger, nude burger, which is basically a burger in lettuce. Because I wasn't fancying the burger bun. And you know, their burgers are lovely, aren't they? Really tasty and moist and lovely. So yeah, so we had that. I had a Bloody Mary. Do you love the Bloody Marys? Paul had a beer. But by then we were flagging again because we'd got up at 6 o'clock. So guess what? We had a nap. There's a theme coming here, isn't there?
We've been away now for about 7 days, and we've actually had 37 sleeps so
Yeah,
far.
we have. We went to the MDR, so we've got freedom dining on the fare that we booked. So we were taken upstairs. That seems to be where all the freedom dining on deck 3.
The restaurant is over 2 floors, so the floor 2,
Deck
2,
Yeah.
it's got normal dining the one side and Club Orange the other, and then deck 3 seems to be the freedom dining. So we went to deck 2, but they said, oh, don't worry about it, and then they just got a waiter to take us up to our table. They had a lot of Asian options on the main dining room.
Well, let me talk about seating first, because you know as when you're dining for 2, for those of you who cruise a lot, getting a table for 2 that's not 3 inches from another table is quite difficult. And I was thinking, right, this is going to be a good test. Where are we going to be sat? And you know what? It was brilliant. They took us straight into a table for 2 that was against a partition, and there was people sat above, but you couldn't really see them. So you had your own private space. So that was a real big tick from me, because that is one thing that really annoys me about MDRs, that you're sat with a table of 6 because they're so close together.
And of course we were on our own because Dan and Tony were doing an overnighter on their tour to River Kwai in Canterbury. To be fair, we weren't
very hungry because we'd had the burger only 4 hours before.
And I double chipped, which I don't regret for 1 second. So I had a starter and a main. I had coconut shrimp. And I tell you what though, this coconut shrimp, it had a mango salsa, which was like little tiny cubes of mango, which was juicy and sweet and lovely, with some sort of sour and spicy stuff, which when you mixed it all together with the prawn, it was pretty darn good. And then I had Korean fried chicken, and again, lots of stuff with it, but I was just like, I thought, I'm looking at all the sides. There was a load of rice, and there was like a coleslaw,
and it was nothing to do with the food, because the food was great.
But I was so stuffed, I thought, well, I'm going to eat the chicken and the fabulous sauce on the chicken, but then I couldn't, and then we didn't even look at the dessert menu.
So I had French onion soup, and I only ate half it because I was saving myself, because I ordered halibut, and I love halibut. The halibut was delicious, and I managed to eat all the halibut, but not all the mashed potatoes. But it was on this lovely lemon infused mashed potato. It was really, really nice.
It's really, I'm a bit weird. I like fish and chips, battered fish, but I'm not a big fishy person. But I have to say, looking at that, and I should have tried it. You did offer me some.
Yeah, it was really meaty and lovely.
So maybe if there's halibut on offer again.
Yes, you should.
Because I've been saying to everybody, have some outside your comfort.
Exactly, and he doesn't.
What did I have? I had Korean fried chicken because I love it.
Exactly. And we had Rockman looking after us, and he was lovely, wasn't he? Like I say, we cannot fault the service so far on the ship. It's been fabulous. So after that, we decided to pop into the Rolling Stone lounge and listen to the band, and again, they were fantastic, weren't they? We had a really good time listening to them.
Well, the set we arrived at was, and that's the thing, 3 sets, and it's different sets each set, about 45 minutes long, and we got there for 70s. And so they did some Fleetwood Mac. I'm just trying to think of some of the stuff they did, but it was just
excellent,
fabulous again.
Yeah.
And they did some ELO as well, which is like you very, very rarely hear any bands covering ELO. They did Evil Woman, which is a banger from the 70s, and just 45
talented bunch.
Yeah.
Very
45 minutes of fabulousness.
Yeah.
And then we hot-footed it to
The theatre.
World Stage. I always call it the theatre, and you always tell me off.
Yes.
World Stage, the theatre, where they had, because we were overnight, they had a dance troupe come in, a traditional Thai dance troupe.
Yeah.
And they did 5 or 6 different dances. They did one which involved like kung fu fighting with sticks and stuff. And I have
Coconuts.
to say, a coconut
It was fun.
dance.
It was beautiful. It was fun. It was lovely and real sort of destination immersion, which Holland America are really good at. So we're back in after a little night out, wasn't it, Paulie?
It was a little night out. We didn't go out till 8.
And we're back in, it's 10, but we're a bit sleepy today again, aren't we? But anyway, look, laundry's back. I am loving that we've paid for the laundry package. Definitely recommend it. All our clothes are clean, all hung up there as well. So, and like we said so many times, it's just over £100. So, can't go wrong, can you, Paulie?
You cannot go wrong, literally.
So we're just going to snuggle up in bed now and probably watch a film, which I know is very rock and roll, but cruising's for, you can do whatever you want, can't you? You can do as much as you want or as little as you want. And tonight we just fancy snuggling up and watching a little bit of a film, don't we?
Just a little bit of one.
Yeah, I don't think I'll last a whole film.
The beauty is, if you watch a film from their film library, when you stop watching it, you can go back to that place. It just says resume. So we're 4 days into the cruise. It's taken us 4 days to watch Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes, we'll
which
start
is a
another one
fabulous film. So
today.
we'll start another one today. So who knows? Might take
But
us
the good
4 days.
selection, isn't there, on
Yeah,
there?
it's all
Very
right,
good
yeah.
selection on the TV. Anyway, we're all rock and roll, aren't we?
Yeah.
So we'll catch you and see what we get up to tomorrow.
Join us in the next episode where we show you more of this Vista class ship. We have our first specialty dining experience of the cruise, and we enjoy more of what Noordam has to offer as we make our way to Cambodia.